Hey guys, and welcome to Nintenduary, a month where we review a different Nintendo 64 game every day for the entire month. Today, we're probably going to have a pretty short episode because we're looking at Hey You Pikachu.
It listens. If only my family would. What?
And I still don't fully know how I feel about this game, so let's get into it. During the late 1990s, Pokemania was at a huge stride, and you'll hear me talk about this in several videos on how there were several different ways to experience Pokemon. You could watch it on the TV show, you could play the games in this short two-dimensional style that really made you use your imagination, or you could maybe, if you're lucky, experience it on the Nintendo 64. And the N64 really added this extra dimension to the Pokemon universe. Sure, we saw Ash go on his adventures, and that really painted the world, and we got to see kind of like this more RPG-style tactical form to Pokemon that we saw in the video games, but we never had a full game that brought us into it up until the N64's release, kind of like what we see in this game, and I'll talk about this a little more in Pokemon Snap, but Hey You Pikachu was a really interesting concept to try to bring players the feeling of actually being inside of a game, and it's kind of weird, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Pikachu understands almost 200 words. My sister knows like 12.
I remember being a kid and absolutely loving this game whenever I would rent it. I never bought it. And being the huge Pokemon fan that I am, this is one of my earliest experiences with Pokemon, believe it or not. And I genuinely felt like I was in the game, leaving home to go play with Pikachu and meet some other Pokemon along the way. And as a kid, I didn't care that the microphone barely worked right and my commands to Pikachu were frustratingly impossible to work. My imagination filled in the gaps where things didn't work. Hey Pikachu! Hey Pikachu, you wanna listen? No? Alright. But now in 2018, looking at this game, I can't help to want to defend this game, but at the same time, what is this?
Pikachu, carrot! Dude, he didn't do it. It's just like the cartoon. Sometimes Pikachu only does what he wants.
I mean, it's a game where you follow Pikachu around and have to talk to Pikachu and tell him yes or no, and half the time he can't even understand what you're saying. There isn't a lot to the game. You can try to help Pikachu make a stew, and that's cool, but at its core, there really isn't any actual gameplay here. It's just a walking simulator in the Pokemon world. And I think when I came to terms with that, I can appreciate it for exactly what it is, a walking simulator in a Pokemon world. It's kind of like watching a 3D Pikachu special on your N64, and it kind of works. Even now playing the game, I can't help but to appreciate the simplistic adventure that is provided here. And maybe I'm blinded by nostalgia, but even now, I think a kid would really enjoy this game, even if Pikachu has no idea what we're saying to him half the time. And that's kind of where I am on this one. On one end, I totally understand all the hate that this game gets. I mean, it can be really frustrating when Pikachu just doesn't listen for the life of him. And on the other hand, I can't help but to love the charm of Pikachu doing weird things. He kind of is like your dumb best friend. You keep him around for the companionship, but I know you can't have a deep, logical conversation with him. And if you're okay with that, then there's some company there. Try out this game if you want to, but you probably could get the same experience out of watching someone else play the game on YouTube, or just like talking to a tree or something. But that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button down below, and check out our other Nintenduary videos we've done. We've done a new video every single day for this entire month, so if you like the N64, maybe if you like Pokemon, there's a ton of other videos from the N64 that have come out, and there's still like 8 more coming out. Tomorrow, Luke's looking at some wrestling game.
What did I say? No WWF!
Sorry, Luke, I don't know anything about wrestling. So, Luke's editing this video, by the way, guys, so he has to deal with my nonsense that I send him when we're recording stuff. But Luke's gonna do a wrestling game. I remember playing one, but I don't know anything about it. So come back tomorrow, and you should see it. It'll be great. Alright, guys, I'll see you then.